Dear friends, have a nice day. Friends, the topic for today's lecture is cascading amplifiers. You might know that the amplifier is a circuit or the device which is used to increase the gain of the circuit. In many practical applications, the output of a single amplifier is insufficient to drive the load or the next stage. So, in such cases, the single stage amplifier is replaced by a multi-stage amplifier. Multi-stage means where two or more stages of amplification are used. In multi-stage amplifiers, the output of first stage is coupled or connected to the input of the next stage using a proper coupling device. This coupling device can be a capacitor, a resistor, or a transformer. The process of joining or connecting two or more amplifier stages using suitable coupling device is called as cascading amplifiers. See, here is a block diagram of two-stage amplifier. Here, the input is connected to this terminal. We call it as input voltage Vi, and its output is available at this point. Now, this is first stage. Now, this output, it is connected to this input of second stage, and this input is connected to second stage through this proper coupling device, and that's why these two amplifiers, they are called as a cascaded amplifiers. That means they are coupled to each other by some proper way or by some proper method. Now, if we go through its gain, the overall gain is the product of voltage gain of individual stages. See here, the total gain AV, here it is shown that it is nothing but the individual gain, and we have taken its products like AV1 into AV2. See here, it is shown AV1 is gain of first stage and this AV2 is gain of second stage. So, the overall gain of this two-stage amplifier is taken as the product of individual gains. So, here we can say the net gain, we can write here the ratio of output voltage VO to its net input Vi. Here it is VO, net output voltage, and as indicated here is net input voltage. So, this ratio is called as the overall or total voltage gain of this two-stage amplifier. That means here, if the n number of stages are connected, then the product of individual voltage gains of these n stages will be the overall gain of this multi-stage amplifier circuit. Come to the basic purpose of coupling these devices. See, here to transfer the AC signal or AC power from the output of one stage to the input of next stage. This is the first and main object of connecting this amplifier, and second is to block or to isolate the DC signal to pass from the output of one stage to the input of next stage. Come to the next slide. Here we have to discuss about types of coupling. So, in multi-stage amplifier circuit, one amplifier stage is joined or is connected with the other stage in cascade manner. Cascade in the sense one after another using a suitable coupling device. So there are various coupling devices as we have discussed earlier. So depending on these coupling devices, there are following types of coupling methods. So first it is RC coupling, second it is transformer coupling, and third it is direct coupling. All these three circuits we have to discuss in detail. So come to first circuit, its title is first, this resistance capacitance coupling amplifier. In short, we call this as RC coupled amplifier. This is the most used method for coupling purpose. The capacitor here is used to allow, of course, this input capacitor Cin, it is used to allow the AC signal to pass towards input of this or base of the transistor, and the output capacitor, coupling capacitor, we can say Cc, it is used to pass this output of first amplifier to the input of next amplifier. This resistor R1 and R2, these are used for providing the proper biasing to this amplifier circuit, and same this RE and CE resistor and capacitors, they are used for proper stabilization of operating point. Already such type of amplifier we have discussed in first year. Here we are interested in studying the method of RC coupling. Okay, here see at output we have to connect the load resistor RL at this part, output part. One more thing, that here we have used two-stage CE amplifiers. Due to two-stage amplifier here, the output signal is same as input signal, because the phase reversal of 180 is done by 2 times, because when we apply input here, then that appears output across its collector terminal with the phase shift of 180 degree, and same happens with this amplifier. Again this 180 degree is added due to the second stage. So this first signal and this final signal, the total phase shift, they are having 360 degree. That means they are in phase with each other. Come to its frequency response. Actually, the frequency response curve is the graph that indicates the relationship between voltage gain and the frequency. Here, from this frequency response graph, it is clear that the see here, actually on this axis this is voltage gain, and on this axis it is frequency. If we see this particular nature of this graph, then we feel that at lower frequencies the gain is somewhat rolls down. Also at higher frequencies the gain is again rolling down, and in this mid frequency or medium frequency the gain is somewhat constant. So here come to one expression, we call it as a capacitive reactance, Xc. See this, Xc equals to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. Here 1 upon 2 pi and C, both these are constant term. C is a capacitance. Once selected, that capacitance value remains constant. So it is clear that this reactance, or we can say capacitive reactance Xc is inversely proportional to the signal frequency f. That means as the frequency increases, the reactance decreases, or if frequency decreases, the reactance increases. So they are inversely proportionate with each other. So let us see what happens at low frequency. So come to first, at low frequencies, the reactance of capacitor is quite high. We are saying that frequency is low, that means reactance is high. These reactance of input capacitance Cin and Cc are so high that only small part of the input signal is allowed to pass at output. The reactance of the emitter bypass capacitor Ce is also very high during these low frequencies, and due to this the voltage gain rolls off or decreases at low frequencies, that means during this period. At high frequencies, the capacitive reactance is low and capacitor behaves as a short circuit. Short circuit means having zero resistance. So as a result of this, the loading effect of the next stage increases. That means which reduces the overall voltage gain of the circuit. And at mid frequencies, the voltage gain of the amplifier is maintained constant. See, this is that particular region, because in this region the above two effects try to neutralize each other, and hence the gain is maintained constant. Now come to next part. These RC coupled amplifier are having some advantages. So let us discuss one by one. First, the frequency response provides constant gain over a wide frequency range. That means most of the frequency range that gives the proper gain. The circuit is simple and compact for construction. And third, it has a lower cost because it employs simple resistors and capacitors, which are very cheap. Also, this RC coupled amplifier is having some disadvantages. So first, the voltage and power gain are low because of the effective load resistance. Secondly, they become noisy with aging effects. Aging in the sense, due to continuous uses of this amplifier circuit, that components may have some difference in its value. That's why that may become noisy. And thirdly, due to the poor impedance matching, power transfer will be low. This is a major drawback of this RC coupled amplifier, that it does not match the impedance of input and output stage, and due to this mismatching, the power gain will be low. So I think we should stop here. In case if you have any questions, you can ask these questions through the feedback form, through the WhatsApp or the Google Classroom. And thank you very much.